Judicial Watch claims Ford's lawyers Deborah Katz and Michael Bromwich misled their client in not telling her that she could have been interviewed about the sexual assault allegations in the privacy of her own home in California. Coming in from the Gateway Pundit, it says Senate Judiciary Chairman Chuck Grassley offered to arrange interviewers to travel to California to give Ford the privacy she wanted, yet her lawyers never informed her of the option. Judicial Watch reports today that it filed a complaint to the Board of Professional Responsibility of the District of Columbia Court of Deborah S. Katz, Lisa J. Banks, and Michael R. Bromwich for violating the rules of professional responsibility in the representation of Dr. Christine Blasey Ford before the U.S. Senate Judicial Committee during the hearings on the nomination of the Honorable Brett Kavanaugh. According to the Judicial Watch complaint, by not informing their client, Dr. Ford, that Senator Chuck Grassley, chairman of the Senate Judiciary Committee, offered in a letter to fly female staff investigators to meet Dr. Ford in California or anywhere else to obtain her testimony, Katz, Banks, and Bromwich violated the following District of Columbia rules of professional conduct. Rule 1.4a, lawyers shall keep a client reasonably informed about the status of a matter and promptly comply with reasonable requests for information. Rule 1.4b, lawyers shall explain a matter to the extent reasonably necessary to permit the client to make informed decisions regarding the representation. President of Judicial Watch Tom Fitton had this to say about Ford Swamp's lawyers. We are concerned that ethics rules were violated by Dr. Ford's attorney during the Kavanaugh confirmation and took action to get accountability. We already filed a Senate ethics complaint against Senator Cory Booker over his admitted rule breaking and are considering additional steps to address the misconduct committed by Justice Kavanaugh's opponents. Republican Senator Tom Cotton, a member of the Judiciary Committee, said last month that the lawyers recommended by the Democrats to Christine Ford will face a Washington, D.C. bar investigation for telling her committee wouldn't travel to California to interview her privately. Deborah Katz and Michael Bromwich both legally represented Christine Ford. Mr. Bromwich, also Andrew McCabe's lawyer, confirmed during the hearing the legal team took Ford's case pro bono. I still want to say otherwise to that. I mean, how do you explain what you just seen right there? What was that? Why was she looking around all suspicious? I mean, who just does that? Looks around the room and then hands someone an envelope, in that style. It's like, what are you doing? Why couldn't you just do that out in the open in front of everybody? What was you doing? Pro bono, huh? It really makes you scratch your head when you see stuff like this. Or like Bill Clinton meeting Loretta Lynch at the tarmac, for example. I mean, this is such theater, and it's right in front of everybody's face. It's not even funny. Even a caveman could see through this. We already knew that this whole entire Christine Ford thing was a sham, and so were all the other claims. And it's sad that they're trying to actually ruin someone's life over an accusation without even proving that if it was even true or not, and you have no way to do it because, obviously, it didn't happen. There's no evidence. Why didn't you report it when it happened? Or at least in some kind of an adjacent time? You're going to just wait 30 plus years for some guy to actually get an electoral official position, and then now all of a sudden, hey, this guy did this to me. No one's going to buy that. And that's why there's more people walking away on a daily basis, because everybody else is seeing this. They're seeing these people that are actually standing up for the Christine Ford case, and they're scratching their heads going, really? And that's, that right there is triggering more walk-away moves. And then they see CNN doing all the stupid stuff. Well, they'll call people racist left and right. And then they say stuff like this about Kanye.
When Kanye West is what happens when Negroes don't read. And we have this now, and now Donald Trump is going to use it and pervert it. And he's going to have somebody who can stand with him and take pictures.
I'm just looking at Scott's Scott's like, whoa, okay. So
I mean, how do they really expect anybody to keep believing what they're doing? You obviously can't think for yourself if you could listen to what CNN actually tells you on a daily basis. If you can actually still listen to that and actually believe everything that's coming out of their mouths, then there is no hope for you. There really isn't. Also in the news making headline, it's saying that Hillary Clinton might be gearing up for the 2020 run. Are you guys ready to relive the 2016 election all over again? Hillary Clinton may be preparing for a 2020 presidential run, according to her former advisor. Philip Raines, who worked for Clinton since 2002, claims the former Democratic nominee might be the party's best hope for defeating Trump in 2020. Isn't that laughable? Coming in from TheWeek.com, reports are saying that he said no other Democrat has anywhere near a base of 32 million people, especially not Senator Bernie Sanders or Elizabeth Warren. The party, he feels, shouldn't dismiss her as a failed candidate because she's smarter and tougher than most, and she could raise money easier than most. I wonder why. But it doesn't sound like this is just wishful thinking on his part. He really thinks it could happen, saying the chances of Clinton running in 2020 are not zero. Publicly, Clinton has said she will not run again, but Raines doesn't sound so sure she'll keep her word on that. Politico explored Clinton's careful re-entry into the political arena, noting that she's going on tour with former President Bill Clinton this fall and has reportedly even called up journalists who cover the White House to put out the occasional feeler. Despite her non-zero interest in public office, her favorability is even lower than it was in 2016. A recent Gallup poll found that Clinton is now polling at 36%, 5 points lower than President Trump. And I'm still amazed that she's even holding that. I think that's manipulated data. I don't see how anybody could be standing with her. And we got a lot of stuff that's going to be coming out. There's still all those sealed indictments that we haven't got to yet. We're in for a hell of a show, everybody. We really are. And we got a really big midterm election coming up, so everybody, you have to vote. Right now, you can actually early register and actually in some places start to vote. So you should go ahead and get it done. That way you know this red tsunami is going to be 100% for sure. Because if the Democratic Party takes this House, if they take back the House, then that might screw up the whole entire 2020 plans. We might not be able to get to those sealed indictments then if they have more control of the House. So we got to do this. We have to do this. This is our duty, people. So everybody, please go out and vote. What do you guys think about all this? Definitely leave your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Please join Buddylist Social Network if you haven't yet. That is my social network. 100% censorship free. We protect your right for free speech. And if you'd like to be able to support my channel and the Buddylist Social Network, please just click one of the links in the description below. You can also become a Patreon pledger, and you can donate $1 or $2 a month, and that will help out. We're right now in the middle of a goal trying to raise our Patreon up to $600 a month so we can actually roll out the new Buddylist mobile app on iTunes and Android. Right now we're still using the Mighty Networks client, and we'd like to be able to separate from that. So we are almost there. We're about halfway to this goal right now. We're about $250 a month. We need to get up to 600. Once we're at 600, then we can release that mobile app. So everybody, please, if you can, if you want to be able to help out or support, please just check out one of the links below. You can also buy a coffee mug, a t-shirt. Any one of those links will help out this whole entire project. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace!
A few years ago, ideas that we talked about were thought to be fringe ideas, radical ideas, extremist ideas. Those ideas are now mainstream.
I just don't even know why there aren't uprisings all over the country.
And if you see anybody from that cabinet in a restaurant, in a department store, at a gasoline station, you get out and you create a crowd. And you push back on them. And you tell them they're not welcome anymore, anywhere.
Do something about your dad's immigration practices, you feckless
What's Uncle Tom but for white women who disappoint other white women?
One way you get rid of Trump is a crashing economy, so please bring on the recession.
When was the last time an actor assassinated a president?
I have thought an awful lot about blowing up the White House.
please subscribe to our channel, like our video, and comment below, and we'll see you on the flip side. Peace! And don't forget to click the notification bell.